Hello everyone. Let's review the market action today. It's June 3rd, 2022. Basically, I do trade three markets. I do trade, let me see here. I do trade ES, gold, and crude. So we're going to review the trades I made. Today was not a good day for me, but I wanted to share with you what I did and the mistakes I made. Sometimes you make mistakes in the market, and be sure the market is going to make you pay for them. So before we start, let me review a couple of things. First of all, remember to subscribe to the channel. You can also set up the alerts, so every time that I put videos in YouTube, then you would receive the alert. And don't forget to like or push the like button if you like this the content of this video. I'm using Apex funding. You can find the description of this funding company in the description of this video. If you use the coupon that it's there, you can save 50% using that coupon. And also in the description there's a blog where I publish technical stuff, technical signals about the market, what the market is doing, where we are positioned, etc. So I'm not a financial advice, so what I do is to share with you my personal strategy. Sometimes, like today, I made mistakes, so hopefully you would learn from them, and make sure to be careful. And that's why I recommend to use Apex, because trading future can be very rewarding, but also has a lot of risk. So if you don't really know, or you make mistakes and you don't know what you're doing, then this is also can carry a large potential risk. If you have questions, make sure to post them in the comment section in the video. So before we start, let me tell you, today I did 6 trades. 4 of them were in ES, and I started very bad, and the other 2 were in crude oil, and I had 1 winner and 1 loser for a balance of negative as well. So wasn't really good, but here we go. So let's review first how we do a trade. So every time that we arrive in the morning, so there's a question I make, right? What is the day? How the day looks like moving forward? So are we in compression or we are in expansion? Normally, what happens is that if you're in compression, then the market is going to move up and down around that compression zone. So it's going to so in that instance, we're going to look for a range market, right? And range strategies. While if we are in expansion, then we're going to either move to the upside or to the downside, expanding the move, right? And then trying to get to different targets. Now, after we identify the bias, then we identify what are the support and resistance levels that we're going to use for the day, right? So if we are in a range day, are we going to try to buy at support and sell at resistance in the range area, right? And then if we are in expansion, then support at resistance, but in channels or well, basically in channels. That is what I move the most. So once we identify the where we are and what are the support and resistance, then we try to find the setups. So are we going to break out of compression? We're going to we're going to see a trend reversal. Are we going to are we seeing any pullbacks or any failures that are happening in the market? So once we define that, then when we identify that, then we trade this. So we are looking for the right setup, but not everywhere. So and that is sometimes hard to do, but we're not looking for to trade every breakout of compression, and then we're not trying to trade every pullback we see. So we need to see that we are using the technique and to evaluate what is the environment and what we're doing. And then once we identify the setup, with that setup needs, as I said, needs to be in the right support and resistance, and then in the right market condition. So if it's in compression, then we try to trade compression stuff. Okay, so let's go back to the market and let's see what initially see there. So I put here the this line here. It's when the market is open. So basically what we do see here is that the market was coming down and then moving up. So and then came back down. There were news at 8:30. It was at 8:30. Let me check. I believe so. So this is the one I use. Yes. So there were news at 8:30. So the non-farm employment range, which came better than expected here. So with that news in mind, I made the first mistake. So 8:30 was that news, and then the market started to move and then try to make a break to the upside. Now I saw this before, so let me delete this range or this channel, and let me tell you what I saw before. So I look at this and I said, okay, our first question, are we in compression or we are in expansion? So right now in here, before the news, we were in compression, right? So what I do is to, this is a fib retracement tool. What I do is to go there and try to find levels of support and resistance. If you see here, there's some congestion here, and there's some congestions in this area. So what I do is to say, okay, we are around this area in congestion. Okay, so I'm gonna put it like that, and then this is going to give me this level. So here we do have some resistance, and here we do have some support, right? So this is the first thing I saw here. Then after what I thought, based on the positive non-farm enrollment payment payroll or change, it was that the market was going to move to the upside and then keep moving and find this resistance in this zone here. So what I did was to put an order right let let me put this level right here. So you see right one tick above, and then the market came back down, and that was the first mistake I made. Now I gave it a little bit of space to move because there was in congestion, and I put the stop right there. So a little bit too wide, and that was the first mistake I made. So let me see. That trade was actually $900 loss. So I was stopped in the first. So today I trade 2 lots, thinking that that I was going to be okay, but wasn't. So the first one was 36 ticks in negative, both of them. So came back down. I should have sold it right here in the first candle moving to the upside, to the downside, and or not candle but brick, and then I gave it a little bit of more room, and that was enough. So okay, $900 loss in that one. Now what I should do here is to stay put, right? There was no reason to or not really a good entry here. It was more like, okay, I want this one to, and again, don't let the news to sometimes the news are positive and the movement of the market goes in the other direction. So it's kind of like buy the rumor and sell the news, basically. So one mistake, to put the stop too large, and without respecting this one, because if this is going to move to the upside, I mean, I wouldn't say that to take this trade was an error, because it could move easily to the upside right here, right? But it did not. So as soon as it started to move to the downside below this first candle or break, then I should have sold it. Anyways, done and done. Okay, now one other thing that I didn't see here, or I should have seen. I was looking first for a range, and I saw and I identified this range. There was another range right here in the low here, but if you see, the market was coming down and then recovering. So basically, you do have a channel. If we put these two together, we do have a channel right there, right? So basically there's a channel in here, and it was trying to move down. So this one would have been, if it was confirmed, it would be a good entry as well, but it was before the news. So kind of like it started to range before the news. This one was at 8:30. Okay, so look at this move. It was kind of from here, so you have 8:29 right there, and then to in 1 minute or 1 or 2 minutes move up, and that's why I thought, okay, this one is going to keep moving up, and it didn't. Was breaking this channel. Now if you take this one and then move it to this here, and then assuming that this one is an overshoot, that it didn't consolidate, then we do have a different channel right there, right? So we are negative, we are going down, and we are selling against the trend. So that is another way to look at it. And then if you move this one here, we are even closer to that high right there. So yeah, a mistake. Then a good entry in this one was right, that one there. So we are moving down. We are a little bit away from the top of this channel right there, but this one was would have been a valid entry. Where is the target? Right here in the lower part of the channel, right there. And then if you see from yesterday's action or price action, we do have the 50% area, which is also a good target, right? I mean, it works always as a magnet. You go there, and there's a combination in between this channel going down, and then the bottom part of part of the channel, and then the 50. Okay, so that was the first trade, $900 down. Now I took this break. So this is an overnight, the 930, kind of an overnight value right here. Okay, so let me see where actually is the overnight. 927, yeah, 930, around that area. It's okay. So the overnight was actually when the market opened. So I was looking at this, and then I saw this entry right here. So it was breaking from yesterday's low again. I made money on this one, $300. So the first contract was sold here. It was $200, and the other one was no, it was more than $200. Was actually, well, in between the two of them was $200. It was actually 2 ticks and 0.4 tick or. Yeah, let's leave it at that. So it's what it's important is this. So I'm selling out of in the lower portion of the channel. Another mistake. I shouldn't have sold in this area. Why? Because we're in the lower part of the channel. It's much easier or better to sell in the upper portion of the channel right there. Anyways, market kept moving down. Then I'm in the middle of the channel right here, and I made another trade. This one was for $512, and that is what I'm saying, right? You see here some indication that the market could go down. So there was a trade here. Okay, 2 trades in here. One was $512, but this one here was a loss. So the first one here was, I took it right there in that break, and then moved down and then up, and I sold it there. That was $350 loss, and then I took this one here in the break of this low right here, and this one was good for one target. It was closer to the channel. I should have taken it right there when it was doing the week out of the 34. And then moved down, and then the runner didn't run that much, just stayed right there. And again, if we look at this channel, I'm selling for a short target, and that is not good. So. Anyways, $437 total in loss was today. Market started to move sideways after that in the afternoon. Okay, so. Yeah, not a good day, but learning from it, right? So again, the good trades happen up here, and then if you manage your, it was choppy. If you let's put this in this. let's see, where is it? Okay, so let's put this channel now in this area, because we do have a channel that it's kind of painted there to there, right in the overnight. And then you see that in this area here, instead of buying, you should be, instead of selling, you should be buying, right? So in this here, it's okay, kind of, but then when you're here, you're not looking for a sell, you're looking for a buy, because most likely it's gonna go to the channel, to the range again, which is this one here. So it actually did, and then moved back down. So no reason to sell if you're in this area right here. Okay, so yeah, not a good day, and for ES today. Now let's look at the two trades I made in crude. And then the first one here was also a loss. It was a loss for $580. Okay, so let's look at what happened here. So basically, another mistake. Let's see if it was. So it was moving out of the cloud right here, and then this trade was at 9:17 a.m. So basically I sold it here thinking, okay, it's breaking this low. We do have look at this area. Let's paint this right here. So there's an area there that was breaking. Let's use one of my templates right there. I'm gonna put it in cyan. Okay, so here you see there's a double bottom basically that I thought that, okay, this one is gonna break to the downside. Now was an intelligent decision on that one? Maybe not. Let's see what happened in the overnight. So we were going down and then up. We recover here, this nice move from here there in the overnight, and then came back down. So my thought, it was, okay, we're going to move down to the downside again, but the market was making a nice move to the upside, and the 200 moving average, which is this one here, was moving up. So it was against a bullish movement overnight. So this was, I had issues to recognize the trend here. I was thinking that probably this was going to be a channel. I was not able to really identify, but then when it started to do higher highs and higher lows here, I should have assumed that this one was going to be a bullish move. And then it came back down, touched the 200, and then immediately we started to move up again. Okay, so one loss here, $580, and then the market made the move 10:30, and I was busy doing other things. I didn't take any of these trades. Now there was a trade here I took at the at around 11. Normally after 11 I don't take trades, but I was so frustrated that I said, okay, I'm gonna take a risk and either kill it or not. So here I took the trade in this diagonal. So let me delete this one. this one here. So what I saw was, okay, market is bullish. It made already the second leg, which is this, you know, yellow arrow going up and then move up and then almost touched it right there. And then I was looking for the third leg right here. And then when I did this double bottom here, then market started to move up, and I was kind of like hesitating, taking it or not taking it. And then the market did this. All the moving averages are aligned to the upside. I already went through, and then I took the trade right here. First target was off $200, and then the second target was $330 when it came back right here. Then I did not take this one here, this trade, but you know, you would expect that the market was going to start moving at the end of the day. Actually, you know, it was after 3 p.m. when this second leg on this move to the upside happened. So this one here was at 2:30, so it was kind of like okay trade in the afternoon. So yeah, not a good day. $487 without commissions, and again, bullish market in gold. I mean in crude, and kind of range to down in ES. Now let's see one more thing here. You see that, you know, even if you identify this one as a range market, the bias is to the downside because it goes into the range twice, but from the upside. So came here, went into the range, went down, went into the range, went down, touched the range, went down. So it is actually, you know, even though you go into the range, what previously happened in the price action is going to most likely it's not guaranteed, but it most likely is going to do and move to the downside or to the same direction as it was coming. So that is what it was expected. So let's do one more thing for gold. Again, wasn't a good day for me. Gold moved to the downside from the very beginning of the on the overnight. So here I tried to identify a congestion area here. So we do have up down, but then it continued to move down. And then if you see this channel right here, let me put it in a different color. I'm gonna put that one. Okay, so if you see here, you have down, came back, touched the this one is the 50 smooth. Okay, the white line there is the smooth 50. Okay, I'm gonna give you a tip on that one. So let's open this one. So the smooth 50 is actually an SMA of SMA. So it's a 50 period of a 50 period. So when you put the input here, you go and let's do it. Okay, so you click here, and then you would choose indicators, right? And indicators, you choose 50 again. Okay, so in that way you have a 50 moving average over 50, and then in the to identify it, I painted white in dash color. So and then with a width of 2. So hopefully you like it. This one is recommended by one of my mentors in Renko, a really good guy, Gary Edwards. Okay, so Now, the smooth 50 was moving to the downside, and the price action was happening below the smooth 50. There was an overshoot right here, but did not respect it, and then came back down, and then touched the smooth 50 below the cloud, and then started to move back down again. So we'll see what crude is going to do on Monday. I don't know what to think about crude anymore. I'm gonna do some analysis in there and check it out. So if you are welcome to go to the blog that I have in the description, and probably I'm gonna make a comment on what I think that is coming. I really don't like to do that because normally I'm wrong, but I can draw some lines there in the analysis I make. All right, so hopefully you like the video. Again, if you like it, please push the like button, and again, if you have questions, you want me to share something with you, not a problem. I really like and enjoy going through markets, and also helps me to figure out what I'm doing wrong and what things I'm doing right. Okay, thank you so much for watching.